It's Week 9 of the National Football League, and we'll be watching the Falcons' speedy running back. He was terrific a week ago, well over 100 yards and several stops in the end zone. It's the Falcons and the Panthers, next on Madden NFL 24.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We're all set to go, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Young on third down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it first and goal at the 8-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
It really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. Following the fumble recovery, Freeman. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Operating from the gun, Freeman. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Here is Young. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points, and if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, It was amazing to me that the other guys even got 7. They were absolutely dominating on that side of the football.
That throw by Young incomplete. You talk about this Falcon defense. Well, they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter when you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
11 yards and a Panther first down.
I'm not sure that that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Fowler, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The throw over the middle, taken in. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Young on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Here's 3rd and 6.
Loss of 2. Brings up 3rd down and 6.
Back to throw. Freeman eluding the pressure right. That was a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And a pretty good burst there as he gets this across midfield and down to the 46. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Up the middle, it's Anderson. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Well, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. When you look at this defense, they enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the number 1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means this is going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
So left side, it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 25 yards that time.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
They'll run. Anderson. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
On second and goal, here's the option. And Freeman lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Young now after the fumble recovery. Throw left side complete. That's Black. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago. 6 catches, 82 yards, and a touchdown.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this, where they're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 2 yards, good enough for first.
2 yards on the play. First down, Carolina.
Young to throw it. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now a give, right side. Fowler, limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Over the middle, it's complete. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is fielded at the 27. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. Throwing to start the drive. Freeman. A dump off to Anderson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of a short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. And if his coaches are correct, we're going to see a lot more runs like that from this young rookie going forward.
And you know, slapping each other on the back up in the booths right now? The scouting department, because they really recommended this guy highly, and he's justifying their faith in him.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. Now here's a throw. It's complete. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Young to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fowler. And he goes out right around the 39. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Young. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Young looks to throw on 1st down. Able to find his man, John Phillips. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Off the play fake, Young. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He put that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
3rd and short yardage, Young. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Atlanta regains possession of the football. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 21, here's 2nd down and 7. Looking to throw. Freeman. He finds his man. Complete. It's Cox.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
From the gun on 3rd down. Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Well, they run the option here on 1st and 10. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Freeman. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, How much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out. Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
On first down, it's Fowler. And a pretty little juke move there, but not a ton to show for it afterwards as he's brought down. So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. Now Young. He finds his man, complete. That's Black. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now this is going to be a quarterback draw. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Young now. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Throwing, Young. And he's going to go down again. It'll go into Brooks as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 4-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Panthers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
They'll run on first down. It's Fowler, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. To throw, Young. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. That is caught. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. First down, Young. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw, Young. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Young off the bootleg. Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Now here's Young. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
And his kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
And able to get this out to the 25. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 3rd and 4. They'll try the middle with Anderson. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Freeman. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Cox. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Freeman. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll start in the AFC South, a division matchup between Tennessee and Houston. And it's the Titans with the lead in the second quarter of play. A touchdown pass there for C.J. Stroud. From there, let's get to the Meadowlands to check on the Giants at home at MetLife Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Raiders. The Giants seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And that one, all tied. This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a one-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for with both these teams in it to win it.
Let's take it in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Falcons offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Now an option play on second down. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Back to throw. Freeman. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On second down, Anderson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Off the play fake. Freeman got his man complete over the middle. It's Cox. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. And Freeman lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Looking to throw. Freeman. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. On 1st and 10, Young. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fowler. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Now Young. He finds his man, complete. It's Black. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
1st down, Carolina.
Young will set to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers, and a 1st down here. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Young. He finds his man, complete. It's Black. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 32-yard line.
1st down, Panthers.
Now a give, right side. Fowler. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
30-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here is Young. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 23. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
And here now come the Falcons. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Freeman. He finds his man, complete. It's Cox. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A 2-yard pickup. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Tenth carry now for Anderson. And he's going to be stopped short of a 1st down as they'll get to him at about the 33. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. In the 1st half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the 1st half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On 1st down, it's Fowler. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. On second down, Young. He finds his man, complete. That's Black. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Panther first down.
Up the middle they go. It's Fowler. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Young working out of the gun. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
A first down throw for Young. Incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On second down, Young again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Extra point right down the middle, and that gives them a 3-point lead. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Freeman. Throw left side complete. That's Cox. So nothing doing there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
2nd and 10.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The Falcons on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Quick throw by Young, caught out wide. And he's going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that That's going to make it 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be Falcon football.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Freeman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. From the pistol, they run with Anderson. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back to throw. Freeman. Pryor has it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st. 1st down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right in the yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Again, Anderson. And he'll get it down to the plane of the 37. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Off play action. Freeman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down. Freeman.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. They'll run on 1st down. Fowler. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
No gain on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Play action. Young. And that is incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
And his kick here is good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10.
So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
On the RPO, that's complete right side. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Looking to throw. Freeman. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Operating from the gun. Freeman looking for Murphy, and he finds him complete. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Well, throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
The Panthers now set to take over offensively. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On second down now. It's Fowler. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. On third down, it's Fowler.
And he will have a Panther first down. And it is celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Fowler. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble. And this defense definitely in his head there on third down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So all eyes on the Falcons. Down by 6. Exactly 1 minute remaining. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up first and 10. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
And he will get a good amount of yardage back on second down, but the clock still runs. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So out After all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second-half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us. Not so much to the team who led at halftime and now is leaving here, knowing that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.
So for the Panthers, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, it's their first stumble of the season as they'll dip to 8-1 on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.